everyone for joining us today. I see a lot of you are just entering from the last session, so thanks for being here. I'm joined by Humber, and we're going to talk about digital fluency for the workforce. So we've got Frank. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself and maybe your position at Humber as I say your name. That'd be good. Everybody can kind of get to know you. Amazing.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm Frank. I'm the project coordinator for the Digital Fluency for the Workforce program at Humber College.
Amazing. And we have Andy Lessard.
Oh, mute.
Andy's on mute.
No.
Maybe it's a volume. Turn your volume up.
Is it a USB?
Here we go. Yeah, I was off on my cord. Sorry about that. Hey, everyone. My name is Andy Lessard, and I am the project assistant for the Digital Fluency for the Workforce project at Humber.
Amazing. And we have Simon.
Hi, everyone. Yes, my name is Simon. I'm the employment advisor at the Humber College for the Digital Fluency for the Workforce program.
All right, so I'm going to leave you in good hands. If you do have questions, if you want to put them in the session chat just on the right-hand side, and I think the team is going to take some questions towards the end of their session. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. I look forward to your presentation.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Simon, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Frank. All right, so welcome everyone to the Digital Fluency for the Workforce info session. We call it DFW for short form. And we're gonna go over the agenda real quick. So we're gonna be talking about the DFW program information. We're going to be addressing the intake form. And in the end, we will have Q&As. Any questions or comments, we will have a portion on that. We'll address that. Thank you. And next slide. So this is just the background on Humber College. The Digital Fluency for the Workforce is an innovative free microprudential offering paired with employment services supported from Humber College and its partners. The effectiveness of this training, content, and process is also being tested. This project has been approved by Humber College Research Ethics Board. So this is a research program to begin with. Next slide. Humber's Digital Fluency for the Workforce is funded by Future Skills Center. Basically, it's funded by the Government of Canada's Future Skills Program through Employment Skills Development Canada. Future Skills Center is forward-thinking research and collaboration hub dedicated to preparing Canadians for employment success and meeting the emergent talent needs of employers. So these are just a slide on community and industry partners. So community partners, we partnered with them in support of outreach and providing referrals of participants to the project. Partnering also provides wraparound services through cross-referring systems. And we also have industry partners, employers committed to receiving resumes and consider participants for future roles as well. And next slide. So what is digital fluency? Digital fluency refers to the spectrum of related skills that allows a person to successfully navigate and understand the constantly evolving digital ecosystem of work, education, and life. Digital fluency is competency-driven with the emphasis on transferable soft skills, mindset related to critical thinking, risk-taking, confidence, and comfort. It's a complex series of skills that work together to build adaptability in the workforce. Digital fluency enables individuals to use and adapt digital tools, manage information, conduct research, create content effectively, and communicate professionally. So this is a more common term, digital literacy. So digital literacy is the basic understanding. It's a foundation on how to navigate digital system and technology. Next slide. So this is the analogy, a comparison. So here's an analogy of, for example, learning a new language. A literal person can read, speak, and listen. A fluent person can create a story, a poem, or a play. So digital literacy versus digital fluency. So in literacy, knowing how to use Zoom and Teams, for example, versus digital fluency, knowing when and why to use Zoom and Teams. Advanced functions such as breakout rooms, Zoom for workshops, breakout rooms, creating questionnaires, creating polls, and also separating teams for internal meetings. And as well, adapt to other programs that might be similar, such as WebEx at a new job. Next slide, please. Thank you. So why digital fluency training? So in the past decade, the economy has been disrupted by rapid technological changes affecting both employers and job seekers. Traditional methods of training is outreach for some learners. For example, we used to go to classes, right? In classes, right to the schools. There's an unprecedented digital skills gap in the Canadian industry. So upskilling in a timely manner is very important. Digital fluency represents a core employability skill set that is important across sectors and industry. COVID has had a massive impact, and it's definitely disrupted the economy. Many of us have been adapted. We're working from home right now. Many of us are using Zoom and also different digital tools instead of paper. So these are just some of the reasons. And I'm going to go over our program overview. So it's basically a series of free digital micro-credential training. And it's broken down into 3 levels. So the first one would be DFW1, the foundational. Second would be the intermediate. And then the third would be the proficient. Each module will take up to 12 to 15 hours to complete. It's a series of online modules where there's slides, videos, assignments, and checkpoints. There's also office hours where participants can drop in if they have any questions or concerns or any comments regarding the lessons. And there's also a one-on-one advising from employment advisor. So there's a job seeking component as well. And there's also, of course, support from project staff. We talked about the wraparound service. So we do have other community partners where we can support our participants to get the resources they need in order to succeed in their program. And the next one would be the program details. Start date's going to be January 18th, 2021. We're currently doing intakes at the moment. And the participants will have up to 2 months to complete all 3 modules at their own pace. It's designed to be flexible and suitable for building, assessing, and demonstrating digital fluency skills. And due to COVID-19, our program is completely held online. And we'll go over the eligibilities. Perfect. So basically, any individuals that's unemployed and are seeking employment, based on this research, we are focusing on a few demographics. So for example, youth 19 to 29 years of age, or newcomers within the past 5 years, racialized people, individuals with essential skills gap. The participants must be a Canadian citizen, permanent resident, or refugee. Refugee if you have a social insurance number. And also the criteria will be unemployed or underemployed, meaning working 20 hours or less, provide their social insurance number, fluent in English, and committed to the DFW program. And the next slide, we're going to be going over the learning outcomes on the tangible digital skills that the participants will gain. So there will be digital information management, the ability to input and manage information accurately and effectively, data collection, analysis and interpretation, the ability to interact, manipulate, and interpret data, digital communications, the ability to create, share, and publish digital content professionally and safely, ethics and security awareness, the ability to navigate digital environments while adhering to legal and ethics standards, professionalism in digital space, the ability to create, manage, and share information in appropriate settings, digital problem solving, the ability to develop digital competence by solving problems effectively. And the next slide, please. This is a diagram. So this is how to structure the learning pathway. So a participant, the learner, will first enroll and register online on our website, and they'll complete the intake and screening process. And the next stage, they'll go over to the PLAR assessment. So PLAR meaning prior learning assessment and recognition approach. We meet the learners where they're at without asking them to repeat content they may already know. So based on this PLAR assessment, the participant, the learner, will be placed in one of the 4 categories to start with. So I'll give you one example. For example, if I did the PLAR assessment, I registered, and it looks like I'm going to be placed in DFW2. I displayed it on my PLAR assessment. I have the foundations of DFW1, so I start at 2. So I complete this, I'll earn my micro-credential in 2, and then I move on to DFW3. I complete the module, earn the micro-credential, and then I graduate. I will earn the micro-credentials for all 3. So one of the benefits is that based on a PLAR assessment, if I did not have to complete DFW1, I still will earn the micro-credential. Another example would be the purple arrow pathway. So based on my PLAR assessment, if I completed this and I followed, and based on the assessment, no training required, the bottom purple arrow, then I do not have to complete any of the modules. I will still earn all 3 of the micro-credentials. And I think at the end, you will get a recognition, a certificate for the completion. Okay, and next slide. So the benefits for job seekers. So basically it addresses digital fluency skill gap for the labor market. It builds a competency navigating in a constantly evolving digital ecosystem. You're gaining digital fluency skills with a recognized training micro-credential from Humber College. And you're staying competitive with job search and employment expectations. So there's a lot of benefits. Those are just some. Many of job seekers may not have any recent training or professional development recently. So this is a great way to get their skills updated, and at the same time on the resume, cover that skill gap they have by showing they have something done recently. And all the tools that you're learning right now, you can apply it on your job search and also apply to the jobs that you'll be entering, because due to the pandemic, things are changing, right? A lot of tools that we are using to adapt to this current circumstances. So these are just some of the points. Next slide. Okay, so we're going to be going over the intake process. Participants can register by themselves or have their employment advisor register on their behalf with the participants' consent. So we are partnered up with Employment Ontario services as well. So participants referred by Employment Ontario community partners, they will be continue to be receiving job search support with their assigned EA or job coach or employment counselor, career specialist. Any participants without an employment advisor, they will self-register and they will be assigned with an EA, employment advisor, for one-on-one job search support through Humber College Community Employment Services. Okay, next slide. Yes. Now the intake form. The intake can be completed on the browser, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. The intake form is set up to automatically show the right sets of questions based on your answer. So you answer it geared to what's accurate on the participant, and it will generate will populate the right questions for the next page. Participant information will be deleted if they are not eligible, or if they decide not to move forward with the program. This is a research program, first and foremost. So the following information will be collected. Referral, employment advisor detail, if it applies, participant information, education and employment, demographic information, access and support needs. As we mentioned, there is a wraparound service that we try to connect with other community partners to support our participants. Okay, and the next slide, I think we're going to show the web page. Frank, are we able to do that?
I think we'll skip over sharing the website since it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, but we put the link on the chat for those who are interested in registering.
Perfect. So the next step is basically any participants, they can self-register or visit our website for more information and details about the lessons, the module, the structure of it. We also have info sessions for the community. They can register to attend if they want to find out more. They can, if they're working with an employment advisor, they can connect with their counselor, advisor, and they can help you register on your behalf. And this leaves room for questions. Any comments? Yes, so if anybody do have any questions, feel free to type it in the chat box, or if you like, I don't know if you have the option, but you can turn on your mic too, and feel free to let us know. Yep, so let me just see here. I see Frank has addressed some of these questions. Okay, so Lisa, hi. So yeah, so that's just one demographic. So it doesn't have to be youth. So it can be anyone that's unemployed. And if you see that your client or the potential participant might benefit from this training, then feel free to refer them and we can do the screening for sure. You're welcome. Any other questions or comments? And we have the link on the website, so feel free to take some time to check it out if you're interested. Okay. All right, I guess we can wrap up. We hear silence, so. Okay. And the last slide, this is our contact information. Andy, project assistant, and also mine, Simon Ng, employment advisor. Feel free to reach out to us if you like. If you have any questions down the road, we're more than welcome to help you and more than welcome to address them.
Andy, can you type up our email addresses so people can connect with us if they do have any questions?
Yep.
Thank you, Andy.
No problem.
And I think we're here until 3, so we'll just stay behind if anyone has any questions. If not, we'll still be here.
Okay, so Simon, there is a question from Lisa. Can I ask what kind of topics you cover in the program?
All right. Okay, so some of the topics it's going to be addressing, let me just pull up my notes here. Let me see if I can, okay. So I know, I haven't seen like all the program details yet, but I know there are going to be a variety of web sources, like online or digital tools that's involved. And it's geared towards showing, teaching the participants how to adapt and just navigate through the ecosystem. But the tangible skills they're going to be gaining will be like digital information management, data collection, interpretation, analysts, digital communication, ethics, security awareness, professionalism in a digital space, digital problem solving. On our website as well, there is a course section near the middle of the page, and you can actually click on the tabs of Digital Fluency for the Workforce 1, 2, or 3. And when you click on that, it will open up an overview of each of the modules, and it will give you an idea what the learners will be learning. Yeah, right. Hopefully that would answer your question.
Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on. So I see you're taking some questions, which is amazing. So this is a new program?
It is, yes. Starting in January.
No, that's great. And it just covers like digital. So it's for people that are, I just wanted to maybe do a quick overview, for those that may have missed, because I see some people were coming in, towards the end. So it covers more digital. Is it for people looking for employment or looking for a career change, or both?
It can be for both, as long as they're unemployed. That's one of the criteria, and they're looking for work. It could be, participants, recently out of work, or they are looking for work and unemployed due to, the circumstances. And it could be youth. It could be racialized people. It could be, yeah, it's quite broad.
Okay, and it's for people under 29, I think I saw, right?
No, that's just one demographic that, based on this research project, we're focused. You can be, as long as you are, you can work, like you have a social insurance number.
Oh, okay. So there's no age gap then, or age cap?
No. Okay. No, that was just one of the demographic that will be, for the research project, be looking into how many from 19 to 29 years of age benefit from the program. Okay. Yeah,
that's great. And I think you put a link to register, right? I think Andy had put one in. Maybe I'll just copy and paste it again for those that didn't see it at the top. They just have to do a registration online, and then someone contacts them for information.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Now, if anyone has any questions, I'm assuming you have your email addresses up here, so they can contact you via email if they have questions, need more information, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. So I guess if there's no other questions, I just want to say thank you. You guys can hang out here if you want, if there's anyone else that has questions. But I just want to say thanks for joining us today. These types of programs are super important, especially now, for people to, a lot of people are going through career transition. I know at the beginning I mentioned I have, neighbors that were in the event industry, and that's all they knew for 20 years. So, they have to make a career transition and they don't know where to start or how to do it or what to do, kind of thing. So these types of programs are really, really important. So it's amazing that you guys are, in the community and offering this type of thing for people. So
Oh, thank you. Yes. It's definitely like a brand new program, and for sure, any job seeker right now would benefit just because our digital ecosystem is always evolving. There's always updates. There's always new programs that we can work faster or manage information more fluently, right? So even submitting an application or open a PDF form, it's tied to digital fluency, right?
Right.
And we are always changing, so that's why this program is very unique. It's way more advanced than digital literacy, that we have more in common in the community. It's more than just basic. It's basically advanced. It's not really geared towards one program. It's knowing how to jump into a program, navigate, develop the confidence, the competency, taking those transferable skills, and maybe jumping into a similar program and knowing how to navigate that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this is amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rachel.
I'm gonna hop off. You guys can stay on if you want, or you just have to push the leave button if you're finished. So thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.